guys, I'm just totally casually reading this huge book of the Golden Fairy Tale Classics, Volume 1. No big deal. No, but seriously, we're talking about fairy tales today. Are you excited? I'm pretty excited. So, since we're talking about fairy tales, I dug this thing up, as you can tell by the binding. This poor book has been with me for quite a while. I got it when I was 5 from my grandparents, I believe. It has the date in here, November 25th, 1990. I was 5 years old. It says from Florida. I don't know anybody from Florida, so I'm guessing my grandparents went down there and they brought this back for me. It is pretty awesome. It has, well, I wrote in it because I'm a fucking idiot. But this is like the best book that you could get a kid. I mean, it has everything in there. It has the Snow Queen. I believe Disney's doing a remake of that coming out soon, or they're currently working on it now. And then they have the Three Little Pigs, obviously, and then they have one of my favorite stories, which Destiny mentioned, The Wolf and the Seven Kids. And look at this motherfucker. Look at this cross-dressing motherfucker. Trying to be sneaky. Yeah, I'm gonna get them kids. I'm gonna eat them. I got dressed like a lady to do it. Look at this. What a sneak, huh? And then one little kid hidden the clock. If you're not familiar with the story, one little kid hidden the clock, and the wolf ate all his siblings, and the mom found him sweeping it off, and she's like, "You motherfucker, I'm gonna get my babies back." So she cuts him open and puts rocks in him instead. And the motherfucker falls in the lake and drowns. What's the lesson of that story? Don't eat children, because you will die. So anyways, I mean, it has a lot of obscure fairy tales in here, like that one, if you, not many people have heard of that one. It has actually an index in the front. I mean, it has everything in here. It has the Musicians of Bremen, which is actually one of my favorites. It has Narcissus in here, which I find interesting. It has Thumbelina, the Ugly Duckling, Goldilocks and the Three Bears, Pinocchio. I don't like Pinocchio. I never really did, even as a kid. I never liked Pinocchio. I thought that it was stupid. Maybe because it was like, I don't know. I just never liked it. Chico and the Crane. I don't even know. The Vain Crow. Like, nobody's ever heard of that before. But it's in here. The Lion Goes to War. I want to show you this picture. I kind of drew on it a little bit, but it's a really cool picture anyways. I was 5. Shut up. So, see? Look at that. He's going to war with all his little animal friends. Anyways, I'm going to put this book down because distracting. No, but it... Oh, wait. I do want to show you something else. Oh, look. I opened it up and what do I see? Narcissus. It has actually the Ruby Prince, which I believe is kind of a version of Aladdin, I'm guessing. So I just have to show you guys this for a minute. This is called The Popular and the Stream. And the chick's name is Natasha in the story, right? So I turn the page. Looks pretty interesting. I wrote my name. I don't know if you can tell. Shannon. That's me. Who's that? Handsome fellow? It says Leo D on there, so I'm guessing it's Leonardo DiCaprio. Jealous much? Yeah. I know you are. But you mentioned The Little Mermaid, which I'm a huge fan of. First of all, I love mermaids. I always have. And The Little Mermaid has always been my favorite Disney movie. As well as my favorite fairy tale. So here we have her blonde, like she should be. Not that I don't mind the red-headed Ariel. Also, her name is Melody in this one, which I believe is the original. It is the original version. She does die in the end. Because that bastard prince married the fucking bitch. See, I love this children's book. This is a children's book, by the way, people. And it has the original story in it. And there you can see her. Where am I? There it is. With the dagger, contemplating killing that bastard. I would kill him. Motherfucking, I love you and you gonna marry somebody else. Oh, boom, boom. There's a little match girl in here. Anyways. Focusing. As you can tell, I love fairy tales. I do. You mentioned watching Once Upon a Time. I like that show a lot. I haven't been keeping up with it though. I watched the first season and half of season 2. They went on a little break or a hiatus or something, and I totally, when they came back on, I was watching something else, or I don't know, for some reason I didn't watch it, and now I'm lost, so I have to catch up one of these days. You didn't mention one of my favorite, I can't call it a movie. It's on DVD. I have it. I just can't find it. It's actually probably in my DVD player, which is packed. So, still. But, originally it was a mini-series. Then they put it on DVD. It's a little something called The 10th Kingdom. And if you have not seen it, I highly suggest you rent it or find it online or something. It is freaking awesome. It has Snow White, which I'm actually not a fan of. I like the fairy tale. I don't like the Disney version as well. I don't know, I just don't like Snow White in their version. I think she is stupid. But in all other versions, I do like her. Anyways, it has Snow White in there. It has Cinderella, who's played by Anne Margaret. And it's just a really great fairy tale story about this girl who's from New York, and she goes into this other dimension, which is all the fairy tales, the 9 kingdoms. So, where fairy tales are real. And it's really neat, and it's cool, and you should definitely check it out. And, that's all I have to say on fairy tales. I love them. I think they're fun. I definitely prefer the original most of the time to reimagining, because the original has not been watered down. Like Destiny, you mentioned that you liked the ending of The Little Mermaid, the Disney version of The Little Mermaid, better than the original, because you like that love conquers all. And I think that's total bullshit. I'm not sorry I said it. There's loss in the world, and I think children need to be aware of that, and not everything is a happy ending. And that's why I like that. So there's that. But next week, I'll post the page. Crap. We're gonna do something a little different. Destiny and I are going to contact one another, and we're going to give each other a show to watch. And we're going to watch one episode of the show and give our thoughts on it. So, that'll be interesting. I have a feeling she's going to pick Doctor Who for me. I saw one episode of Doctor Who, and interesting. So, that's what we're going to do. So tune in for that. That should be interesting. And yeah, okay, I'm going to go. Check you later on the reel.